Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Thursday night. Get back over to comments. I saw a bunch of you were here early. That is awesome. So I saw Cindy and Lisa and Sandy and Anna and Gloria's here. Awesome. Marlene's here. Awesome. Sue, Deborah Smith. Yay. We got two Debbies. Or if you go by Deborah, I don't know. Usually we have a bunch of Carols. So awesome. Okay, so I see eyeballs, and it is 8 o'clock. I think I just want to wait a couple seconds though for all the notifications to go out. Everything to populate. Hey, Jamie Gibbs, awesome. Yeah, not everybody hops on right at 8, so let's just wait a few seconds. I had to blow my nose earlier, like right before. So yeah, Debbie Culberson in Minnesota. 6 degrees is not enough degrees. We have had a cold one this week. We had, hey Peggy, we had snow started like midnight-ish, and I'm in like the middle of Maryland. So Saturday it was like midnight-ish when it started. It wasn't too bad, but Sunday it was really coming down. I think it started more like 4 or 5 in the morning, and so we got a whole bunch of snow, and then it quickly turned to sleet and ice. So Dave had to get out there like 3 times on Sunday just to try to keep everything clear. And still, what you didn't get froze solid. So it's been a wreck. And all week though, it's been like 20 degrees. So it's not, Minnesota weather, like it's not gonna melt. And I don't think it's supposed to get above freezing till the end of next week. So not good times. Rose Carey, awesome. Hey, Carol Martin. So, okay. And Deb Rogers. So we got three Debbies now. Three Debs. Awesome. Ooh, -27. Ugh. That's not good. Um, so yeah, welcome everybody. It's Thursday night. I'm planning on doing some things with the Cute as a Bug. Some of the products from the suite. So talk about that. Um, a couple just things to go over. Bonus days. So, in January, you earn them, right? For every $50 you spend, that's before tax and shipping, after any rewards. So, when you use your stamp and rewards, that takes off your total. So, hit that 50 mark, you're going to get a $5 coupon, bonus day coupon that you have to spend in February. So for January, you earn them through February 2nd, which is weird, but they always go by like Monday to end something, a promotion, and then Tuesday starts the next thing. So you have until Monday to earn them, and you will get an email with your coupon code. Do not lose that email. Then we have in February, you spend them. You use all your coupons, and they don't carry over. So you have February 3rd through March 2nd to use them. The product of the month for January. So we're actually going to be using this today, and I've only taken it out of the package just to look at it. Marlene, you're having a heat wave of 24 in Wisconsin? Oh, you're funny. Yeah, our heat wave we got up to like 20 today. um, so yeah, the product of the month for January, technically it ends January 31st. However, it's still available. So the product of the months are you have to spend 75 before tax and shipping, after rewards, and then you can buy this product of the month for $5. Well, the December product of the month is still available. So I don't know if they're just overestimating like how many they need, but you can still get the December one, and right now the January one is still available. So as of Sunday, and we don't get any hints or clues about what these things are. Hey Nancy. So Sunday I'll just check and see what the February one is. So yeah, product of the month. Tuesday will be February 3rd. That's when we get new kits. Right, every month we get 2 or 3 new kits. And then Paper Pumpkin. Yeah, Jamie. Sharon, you're still in Michigan. Awesome. Freezing, but heading home tomorrow to sunny California. All right. So, what was I going to say? Oh, Paper Pumpkin for February. So it's like a springtime kit that coordinates with the Easter set that I actually got. And I'm looking around for it. Oh, here we go. Ugh. So that one coordinates with this. I decided to get this because I don't have a ton of Easter stuff, and I thought it was cute enough. And I got the dies with it. So I don't usually get all the holiday stuff, but that one's cute. So anyway, the February paper pumpkin is going to coordinate with that. Okay, Super Bowl squares. So, hey, Carol Korleski, I think that's 4 carols now, right? Mm-mm-mm. Super Bowl squares. So I have 18 squares left. I think I posted this about a week and a half ago. Once we fill these up, Super Bowl is February 8th. We're going to do a Zoom. Everybody who participates, you're going to get the invite to Zoom. I'm going to post challenges, and this is posted on my Facebook page only. I didn't put it on my blog. I just put it on Facebook because then I can just edit and update in one place and we're all looking at the same information. So on my Facebook page, business page, Toni Tesler Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it's like hashtag Toni Stamps and more. That it's a pinned post at the top. So you can check the numbers that are available. I will tell you, Sharon, you want 5 squares? Okay. Let me get something for my notes for today. I will tell you, I am not getting mail this week. Everybody, I drove through the neighborhood like a different way when I went to work today, just to see, because like all of our mailboxes, the snow and ice is frozen, so they can't get through. All right, Sharon. So 5 squares. Okay. So they're $4 a square. The price, it's just thing that I've done for the last bunch of years. So $100 Stampin' Up! Shopping sprees are the prizes for first, second, and third quarters, and then the final score. So final score, not necessarily fourth quarter, okay? Because if they go into overtime, it's the final score. All right. And all the rules and all the whoozy what's its are on that Facebook post. Okay, so let's get this. Let's put this over here for my notes. So that's what I want to talk about. And so let's get down here. Snow mounds will be around on opening day at Camden Yards. You're probably not wrong, Jamie. I don't know. Is opening day like in the wintertime? Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, oopsie. I almost said the wrong thing. Ugh. Okay. So what are we working with today? Actually, let me put this away. Oh, before I start, did everybody see I actually made a little walkthrough video of my finished album. So that I put the link, I'm pretty sure I did that on my Facebook page. Yeah. So you can find that, and I do all the flip through and all that for this. So thanks, Carol. So check that out. Yeah, the walkthrough video was like 11 or 12 minutes or something like that. And I walked through all the things. And then it had links to the 2 videos where I actually created it. So, oh, nope, I can't Venmo. I can do PayPal. So PayPal, oh, and Sandy wants 5 squares. Okay. So do you guys just want random squares? Or do you want to pick them? So when you look at if you look at the post that it has a picture of this actual chart. So you can go and say, I want squares 26, 47, 65, whatever. Or you can just tell me random. All right. But let's do this. Sandy Carter, 5. Okay. All right. And I said we had 18 left. So now we'll be down to 8 remaining. Okay. You got it, Sandy. Okay. So today I wanted to work with the Cute as a Bug suite. The only thing I got were these cute little gems. These are Ladybug Garden Epoxy shapes. They've got, let's see, how many sizes? Let's pull this out. So I like that they are all the same size ladybugs. So there's not any that are real teeny tiny. And let me just tape this back up. And then there are these clear ones that kind of look like dewdrops or something. And there are 2 different sizes of those. So we're going to be using some of that. And then I had the papers. So from the paper share, and we're going to be doing some cute things with these. And then I'm going to pair it. Let's see, look at these. So a lot of these you can cut out. I didn't worry about, yeah, Jamie, the ladybugs. Aren't they cute? I I didn't worry about getting the stamp so much because when I saw the papers, I was like, they're cute, and whatever I want, I can cut out. But like lots of cute little bits with this. And if you're not a fan of the bugs, like the B-sides are pretty good. This one's actually my favorite piece, and I didn't end up using it. So funny. I had plans to, but then I got to the fourth card in my notes. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I didn't do anything with the mushrooms. So anyway, we're going to be using the B set, Simply Said, and I will bring out this new, this is the, like I said, the January product of the month. So for the first one, I'm running out of space. I really have to clean the side areas of my workspace because it's all like everybody else. It's all like uh, crushing in. Bug, not big. Oh, you love the bug paper, Becky. Okay. Big paper. I'm like, it is 12 by 12. All right. So the first one I want to do is we're going to use, there's a sheet in here that is like, it's got these cutouts, and I had to cut that away. So it had this on it. It had some leftover bits. Maybe it was, oh, like here. Yep. And then it had another piece that is in my scrap pile. So this was like my 6 by 12 sheet. And I only wanted this middle one. So like if you got the paper share, oh, maybe it was up here. Yep. If you got the paper share, your pattern may be a little bit different, but you will have something that you can cut this whole piece out. So I wanted a 4 by 4 piece of the designer paper. Lisa, you just got the fabulous sayings with the order this afternoon. Yeah, I haven't had time to play with mine either. So gonna get it tonight. So 4 by 4, and then we're gonna do a Blackberry Bliss. So this is gonna be a faux step center step card. All right, so for our base, we're using Blackberry Bliss, and this is 5.5 by 8.5. And I scored it at 1.25, and then I flipped it over and scored it at 2.5, and then I flipped it again and scored it at 5.5. So let's just fold all this. And I do the flipping because I like to bury the bump when I do my scoring. And not everybody does that, so you do you. So see how my score line is going down? So that's where I fold it that way. All right, so here is a side view of like the base of our card. Then we've got a piece that is 4.25 by 8.5, and I scored that right at 4.25. So this will be square. And what we're going to end up doing is gluing it like this, and then that'll be our faux step. But before I do that, I want to cover this bit. So that's why I use the other side of this. So this piece is 2.75 by 5.25. And I realize that most of this is going to get covered up. You're only going to see the edges, but when it's open, you'll be able to see it like peeking, down the side. So I would just rather cover the whole thing. Like, don't try to save that much designer paper. You've got a ton of it. I know you do. Just use it. All right. So let's get that on there. All right. And then I did not, sometimes I'll cut a layer of designer paper or something to put on this front one, but we're going to glue this on, and I'm not going to worry about it because this panel is going to take up the whole space. So actually, let's glue this panel on first. So this is our 4 by 4, cute as a bug piece. So like think about, not the bug papers, but say you had like a Christmas pattern or something that had a scene like this. You can use whatever, right? Then I've got a piece of white that'll go on the back, and this is also 4 by 4 because we got to have somewhere to write a message. And I don't know, I feel like I've done a center faux step before, but it may not have been these exact measurements. This I just was coming up, I came with the other night. Oh, I love it. All right, so I only need glue like right here. So I'm gonna eyeball the center and have everything flat on my table. So everything is flush down here. All right, squeeze. I love it already. It's so cute. Yeah, and I didn't want to cover any of this up because that ladybug guy is just too cute. What is the benefit of burying the bump? Well, for me, I feel like it doesn't crack. I feel like if I do where I fold it opposite, like with the bump up top, I feel like it cracks the edge. But that just could be me. Um, Sandy, how do you know if you did the paper share? You did not do the paper share for this one. You did the last one, like the holiday one. This one I called a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know. But I had 4. Actually, I had another girl, Diane wanted to, so I told her I would put her on the list. If we get 4, I can get another batch of stuff. So, all right. So and Lisa says she finds the cardstock is less likely to crack. Yeah. So Lisa, I think we're on the same page, right? Like if you do it bump up, it's more likely to crack. That's what I feel like anyway. But I'm pretty sure Peggy does it bump up and she doesn't have problems. So maybe it's just the cardstock. I don't know. All right, but super cute. I love it. I want to add another ladybug. Let's put one right on the top of this mushroom. This is really cute. And then we'll do a greeting. So yeah, good thing that these are all the same size. All right, let's put that right there. So cute. And these have a really low profile. So they're not gonna, don't worry about, getting caught up in the post sorters. So yeah, so that's gonna sit like that on your table. Good enough, right? I love it. But we do need a greeting. Let me just try to smash this. I want it to lay down a little bit flatter. So I just want a little something over here because I don't want to cover up all this cuteness. So that's why I brought out the Simply Said, because I wanted a little something. Excuse me. And I think I'm just going to do like a hello down here. I could do thinking of you. I think just hello. I mean, it could be anything really. Happy birthday. Yeah, we're just going to do hello. So get a scrap of white and a block. And so the colors, the green in this paper pack is Old Olive, but you can see there's like a whole bunch of different shades. I think you could even use like Mossy Meadow. Let's see, I want to do a layer of that. And yeah, let me get Mossy Meadow. Why not? Green, green. Greens you can use, you can mix and match a lot of different shades of green. All right, so we're going to do this. Oh, yeah. I like the Mossy Meadow. Okay, and you know what? I just decided that I really want to use like my old double oval punch. Let me get that. Yeah, I really need to move my stuff because look, like I still have my Christmas album in my bin with my punches. All right, here we go. Good old faithful double oval. All right, let's put this down here. All right, and this might even end up being bigger than I expected. Like I'm gonna layer that. Yeah, that's still gonna cover up some of this guy. Let me cut this one straight. Experiment. All right, I'm gonna cut that and cut that. I mean, I know it's just the blanket on the picnic table. I kind of like that better. Because otherwise, we're covering up this much, and I want to see all of him. So, you know what? Let's just pop this up, make it a little bit more stand out-ish. Oh, and we're going to do 2 of them since that's what came off. All right, and then I'll use that other thing somewhere else. All right, but cute. Cute, cute, cute. So, and think about this, even if you didn't have like designer paper, you could create a pretty good scene with 4x4 is a pretty good amount of real estate. All right, let me just glue this together so I can use it on something else. Okay, and then we'll get rid of this. Get rid of this. All right, so that's our first card. And I will tell you, my blog, I've got a pool tournament Saturday and then hopefully Sunday. And then a birthday party Friday night. So I wouldn't look to get it updated, my blog, until Sunday morning. Okay, so just so you know. All right, so that's our first card. Second one, I know Sue had done this a long time ago. She called it a back fold. So that's what we're gonna make next. And I've got a old olive base. And I can tell I did not score it. So this is 5.5 by 7.5. So I took a regular 5.5 by 8.5 and just cut an inch off. So I'm still going to score this at 4.25. Okay. And and at the end, I got my I did a pre-order for the next batch of online exclusives. And I don't normally jump on getting the pre-orders, but I am going to go to On Stage in March. So I feel like I had to, and I want to do swaps this time because Rose convinced me. So I feel like I had to have something that I could work with. So that's why I got stuff. And so I can show you that at the end. I only got a couple things. And more ladybugs are involved, I'll tell you that. All right, so back fold, we've got this 1-inch strip that we cut off. I've got a piece of designer paper. This is, check my notes, 3 by 5.25. So I'm just going to glue that in. And this one, I mean, you use whatever pattern you want, but I wanted just like these little bees. Then we had I've got a strip. Now these flowers are going the wrong direction, but that's like the way I had to cut it. So I cut this one, 3/4 by, no, 1 by 5.25. Yeah, Rose, we're gonna have fun. All right, so I'm gonna glue this to the edge. Well, not the edge, you know what I mean. Spaced accordingly. All right, so this edge will cover up here. So then I can take this piece of white that is 3 by 5.25 and butt it right up to there, and that fits perfectly. Awesome. Whoa, that almost flew out of my hands. Okay. All right, I'm liking where this is going. Oh, and you know what I just forgot to do? I need to score this, and I think I forgot this last time because we need this edge to fold back. Ugh, hilarious. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did mess that up last time too. All right, so I'm going to flip it this way, and I'm going to score it right at 1 inch. And now that I'm going through 2 layers, this is hilarious. All right, so I'm going to pretty aggressively score that. Because, yeah, we need that to fold back. You know what? I'm going to have to redo my measurements because my designer paper wants to come up. Good Lord. You know what? I'm going to cut this off because of it flipping. Who wants to look at that? Ick. Not me. All right, so I'm just going to cut this with my scissors. And got to get in there. Clean this up. Okay. All right, so we don't want them touching, but I still want it underneath that edge. All right, this will be fine. Fold this back. All right, so that was 1 inch. So I'll probably say, where'd I put my pen? 7/8 of an inch. DSP 7/8. And I'll double check that by 5 1/4. All right, now the fold back part is we need a 2 circles. And I use my circle punches, which this one's kind of hairy. So this I think is 2.5. Yep. And then this is 2 3/4. So this was the same paper because I wanted to tie it in here. And I'm just going to glue this on. And this time I do want my flowers to all face up, face the right direction. So what we do is we only put glue just on the part that's going to hit this flap. So like just a little right here. That should do it. All right. And then to open it, you flip it back. So that's why it's called a back fold. All right, let's burnish this down. And now we're going to add some bees, at least 1 or 2, and then a little greeting down here. So that's why I wanted to bring in my the Be My Valentine set. So whatever bee, I was thinking you could also use the Ladybug, the punch. I still have that. Oh yeah, it's in Long Beach. Yep. And yeah, that's in March. So I forget, what day do I fly out, Rose? Like the 15th or the 12th or something? I can't remember. I know it's on a Wednesday, right? Okay, let's take a scrap of paper. And so we've got a tiny little bee here, and then there was one here covered up. So I'm just going to go with the same colors. Like, let's do crushed curry for the body. And I'm just going to do 1 bee. But you could do a bunch if you want. So let's do our body. And then I need black. Let me do Memento. Man, my arms are dry. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's good. Good enough. And then on this side, we'll do a set of wings, which got this one, but I don't know where I put my other stamp that had the other set of wings. You know what? I put it on a block and then it disappeared. Oh, wait, here it is. Shoo! All right, so I'm going to stamp the outline first. And then the wings in this paper, the bee wings, kind of look a little bit gray. So I'm just going to grab, all right, Smoky Slate is not a current color, but I'm going to use it anyway. You use whatever gray-like you have. All right. I don't know if I like that. Let's stamp it off. Ooh, I like that one better. So stamped off once. Smoky gray, 2nd generation is what we call that when you stamp it and then stamp it again. And then let me get my black back. We'll redo those wing outlines. Close enough. Cute. Oh, and I do need a face. I think I'm going to have my bee facing this way. So let's do, we'll just do a regular smiley face. Let's grab a teeny tiny. And if you don't want to have a face, you don't have to. All right. Oh, cute. And the antennas, I don't usually put those on. All right, punching. So I'm going to do the wings first because they're right up there. And actually, I'll just punch this one too because why not? I'll put it in the pile of stuff that I need to use. And then this one will go upside down just because I decided that was the direction that the bee was going to fly in. All right, let's do this. And you could do, I'm going to do a little dot of glue. You could do glue dots, whatever you want. Oh, for cute. All right. Ooh, and I got yellow all over. Cute, cute, cute. All right, take your Wink of Stella or whatever shimmer brush you have. Oh, Rose, you did cloud cover a lot when you want a grayish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lisa, it is. I have been very dry. And my hair's been so staticky, I can't stand it. All right, so shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Cute. And let's pop this up. And then we'll do a little greeting like right here. Now, when I pop him up, I don't want any adhesive on the wings, really, because they're going to hang over. And I don't want it. I don't want to wreck it worse. That's kind of hilarious, though, because I'm pretty sure the last time I did one of these, this same fold, I did the same thing. Whereas I forgot to do the bend back. Funny. All right, another scrap. And this time we're going to do happy birthday for sure. All right. And I'm going to do that in, oops, that's not long enough. Let's stamp that in, I think, let's go Mossy Meadow again. I kind of like that. Like the darker green. All right, and I'm just going to go straight down to the edge. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Because then, I'm going to hand trim that. Because why not? All right, hold it. Take your time. Try to keep this straight-ish. All right, and then I'm going to cut these. Contrary to my normal, I would just rip it. But, this is cute. All right, now again, I don't want any adhesive on the hanging over part. And I'm going to glue this down flat. Oh, for cute. All right, and we can add some of these clear little things. So let's do, I mean, they kind of look like, oh, I guess I'm using that one since it came off. They kind of look like water droplets or magnifying glasses. And this glue is going to dry clear, so don't worry. So when you pull these off, you kind of have to bend the plastic a tiny bit so you can get whatever tool you want under there. And then grab up the dot. All right, and I don't know if you can hear it. Nope. Oh, and that came off on my fingernail. Some of the gems, when you like bend it back off the plastic, you'll hear it separate. Like it'll make a little pop. So that's cute. And you'll definitely be able to see these when it dries. All right. Cute, cute. So back fold card. Okay, so that's our second card. Moving on to, ooh, this will be a fun one. All right, so after I watched Sue's video last week, she did a bunch of these pillar fold cards, and I really like this big one. And I know, I'm pretty sure she even said it, like, they use two pieces for this base, and I'm pretty sure she was like, I don't know why they didn't just use one piece. So I've done the math, and we're going to use just one piece for the base. But so this is, yeah, again, it's a pillar fold card, and this I got from Unity last week, just so you know. All right, so we're going to do Cajun Craze. So that one she used two pieces of 4¼ by 5½, and did all the scoring and glued these edges together on the sides. We're gonna do a whole piece. Excuse me. So I've got Cajun Craze, and this is 4¼ by 11, and we're gonna score at 3/4. And I'm gonna do all my flipping too. 3/4, flip it. 2 3/4, flip it. 4 3/4, flip it. 5½, flip it. 6 1/4, flip it. 8 1/4, flip it. And 10 1/4. So that gives us 3/4 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 3/4 inches each. All right, so same measurements. We're going to end up with the same card base, just one piece of paper. All right, so now we're just going to fold everything in the direction that I want it to live. And then we'll add our other pieces to cover it. All right. And one more. All right. So this looks kind of crazy. So what we're going to do, where this middle score line is, think of that as your left side. We're going to glue these together. All right, so let's just put glue. Glue that together. Squeeze, burnish, burnish, burnish. Then these two ends, the 3/4 ends, well, yeah, I am flipping out. All right, and we're just going to glue this together. Okay. It is a flipping cute card. All the flips. All right, so now it doesn't matter which way you turn it. I might make this one the back just because that edge didn't land perfectly evenly. See that little bit hanging up? So that's just going to go on the back. All right, other pieces. So we've got I cut a circle. This is about, I used the, what dies did I use? What are these that have the stitching around it? So this is like a 3-inch circle. Then I cut a smaller piece. I cut one out of white and I cut one out of vanilla, and I put them both through the sunflower embossing folder because I'm not sure which one I want to do. Oh, we cut this out. I figured we're going to hand cut this cute guy. And we've got 2 pieces of designer paper. Which way are these going? Must be going this way. Nope, this way. I want them to match up. Oh, I must have cut these from different ends. Yeah, because I wanted to see this, the flowers. Oh, no, wait. I want to see this little guy. So these designer series papers are 1 3/4 by 4. All right, because each panel here is 2 by 4. Ooh, and I always mess this part up. So I want to put the little tabs down first. And I want that to be Cajun Craze. And of course, I didn't save that scrap. So you know what I'm going to do is use a little scrap of that same designer paper. Could have sworn I had a little piece that I needed. No, you know what? Let's just grab Cajun. I can stretch and reach it. All right, so you need 2 pieces that are like 1 by 2. And really, you just need scraps. All right, I'm going to, whatever this is, I'm just going to score it in half. I think that's about 1. All right, it's 3/4. So I'm going to have to score it at 3/8. But we just have to make little tabs to hold our circle on. So I'm going to go like that and like that. All right, so your 2 little tabs, fold those back, fold those back. We want the fold, so see how it's like this? We want this fold to be on this fold, just like the very edge in the middle. So fold it up, and you don't quite have to bring it to the very edge, but you want the other one to mirror it, all right? So again, let's put a little bit of glue here. And I'm just gonna make it the same. Okay. And then I can flatten that out and just burnish those down. You just want something like the same color cardstock as your base and your circle, or the same pattern as your designer series paper, just so it kind of like blends in. But I messed up plenty of mine when I was making the 3 that I made this weekend. All right, so now I can put my designer paper on. And really, you're not going to be able to see this far in. All right, I really need to burnish this because like that was a bunch of glue that dried. Ugh. So cute stuff, even though I don't have the bug stamps, but this paper is cute enough. Dave was cracking up because he saw my, like when I schedule these videos, I have a text file that I have all my stuff in first, so I can just copy it into StreamYard. So I had that text file still up, and it said, he saw at the top where it said cute as a bug, stylish shapes. Yes, Rose, that's what these are. Thank you. But he saw the writing that I had that said like cute as a bug, or whatever, cute. And he's like, you don't think any bugs are cute? And I said, I know, honey, that's not the point. All right, so this is why I was thinking vanilla versus white, because the color actually in this paper pack is vanilla. Well, it's got both, but in this particular print, I thought that'll touch that, or the white can pick up these flowers. So let me just see how I like it. And I didn't cut any bits from this for the sides. All right, so that's white, vanilla. I think I'm gonna go with vanilla. All right, so again, I had punched these circles and I ran both of them through the sunflower folder, so they got different prints. All right, so you want to open these little tabs, add glue, and then put your circle down like so it's flat. and even, like right in the middle. All right, so I'm gonna hold that there. That can go in the to use later pile. All right, then I've got, so we're gonna go with vanilla. So these are also, so this is so we can write on the back, 1 3/4 by 4. Now you could do like designer paper here and then just a paper here. That's what I did on this one because I'm like, how much do you really need to write? But I didn't want to use all that designer paper for this one because I only had a little bit. All right, so whoever gets this card is going to get a double with all my feelings. All right, so that's that. And of course, you could stamp a little something, and we can put a little ladybug down there. Cute, 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 cute. All right, so let's cut this. I picked this guy because I figured he would be easy enough to cut. And I'm going to start with this antennas, or whatever these are. So yeah, there's dies that coordinate with this, and they should cut some of the images out, I would think, but not all of them, because there's just so many different patterns here. All right, I don't think I'm going to go all the way down into those antennas. Some of these guys look easier to cut out than others. Ooh, all right, I gotta pay attention here. All right, go around this flower. And I'm just gonna wiggle this around a little bit because it's not like perfectly straight, but I also can't see it that well. Like that level of detail. All right, so let's come around here. And I tell you, cutting just designer paper is a lot easier than if you glued this to a piece of white or vanilla first. That makes it sturdier for sure, but it also makes it harder to cut. All right. Is that a whisker? Oh, that's, oh, something on that slug. I was about ready to cut that off. All right, something is sticking out from his face. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, made it. All right. So this guy, oh man, that's so cute. I love it, love it. All right, I want to put this down like that. So it hangs to the edge, but not off. All right, so let's do some more dimensionals. I think one, yep, it's gonna fit right in there. So these edges, like where's the head is of that ladybug, the edges should fit perfect. Yep, okay. Sweet. And let's do that. And then this corner, yep, that'll fit there. Nice. Okay, now we're gonna do a greeting. Oh, and this is where I want to use the new one. And so actually, let me just put this to the side because that's cute. I may have to change my mind. All right. Of course that had to land sticky side down. Okay, greetings. So with the new packaging, I know I showed you a couple weeks ago my very first set, the very first things I ever got. I saw where somebody like stamped it on the inside and then taped the plastic to both sides of this paper. And I've decided I like the stamping of the images just to have it in there. I may not do it later, but I don't like the taping of the plastic because it's a struggle to get it open. So I just happened to see someone else yesterday did it a different way that I like better. All right, so whether you stamp it, the greetings or not, is up to you. But what we're gonna do is, oh, and by the way, these stamps are bigger than what is on the sheet. So it used to be like 100%, same size, whatever. Well, they've changed that because let's just look at the happy birthday. Like if you can see it, it kind of looks like it starts out, the same, but it's getting wider, wider. The B's over here, the happy's all the way over here. So I'll have a lot to say with this card. Yes, I will. Sandy, you don't like to fussy cut? I don't fussy cut a whole bunch. I can do that for 1 or 2 cards. Would I do it for more than that? Probably not. All right. So with this, what I saw was, so there's this thinner sheet of plastic, and then there's the thicker one that they live on. So what this girl did was you take a Sharpie and you just outline the stamps, all right? And you can press down and just follow the edge. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you're gonna know. So just get a Sharpie, and it doesn't have to be black. It could be, any color, right? Let me do this for hello too. I'm gonna do all of them. So this is on the side that, like, the flat side of the stamp is gonna live on. And let's just do happy birthday. I forget who it was that did this. And if you mess it up, you can just take a Q-tip with alcohol and rub right over this Sharpie and it comes off. All right, so you don't have to be perfect, but I'm kind of taking my time because why not? All right, so after I do that, I don't like this, the thinner piece of plastic just coming right off. I still like to go in and tape it. So I will put a piece of packing tape at whatever the top will be. Whatever I decide, really, because it doesn't matter. Because how the stamps are lined up on this sheet has nothing to do with what you see here. So it's not like this is the top or that's the top. Doesn't matter. But yeah, after I do all that, I will add tape because I want this to stay. I don't want this whole thing to be able to come off. So thinking happy birthday, but that is really ginormous. So, so we're doing our little bug, and I can do thank you, or I can let's do this bigger hello. All right, and then I'll just put this away, deal with that later, put my tape away. All right, so this one, I'm gonna want a piece of Very Vanilla, so just a scrap. And do we go with Mossy Meadow again? I think why not? All right, so hello. How many versions of hello do we need? Apparently a bunch. All right, so let's clean this off. So I'm glad that these are pretty big stamps as far as, the words. This one I'm definitely going to rip the sides. So I like to get the top and the bottom straight and then just rip. All right, cute. Now this is coming together. So this is going to go like this. So let's put this kind of like down at the bottom. So they're a little bit grounded. Oh, cute. And then we can put this right tucked up under there. And a little bit can hang off. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Definitely adorable. And let's add at least another ladybug. Why not two? Yeah, these ladybugs are so cute. Now, if you don't have these, remember we had some gold ones that you could use, and they go in all the different directions. So cute. I love it. So if you wanted to add layers there, you could. I did in all the other ones that I made, but I decided not to for this one because I figured let's see how it goes with this edge, you know, being one continuous piece. So cute. But here was I was thinking, like, why not put one more ladybug down here? Just a little treat for whoever you're sending this to. I love it. So that is a diamond pillar, right? Yeah, Rose. I like them too because they're so flat. I may have to get another one. This might be something that runs out. Once people realize how cute they are, they might become a hot commodity. All right, so one more. Now, there's two patterns in this pack that are not necessarily bugs. And that is this one. It's like a quilty pattern. And this one. So I like that. And here's the other side. So here we've got, you know, plenty of other things that you could cut out by hand if you wanted to. You could punch out stuff, or you could just use the quilt pattern. So I like that they're the same pattern, but different colors. So for this one, we're going to make kind of like a quilt card. And we've got, I cut two strips of both of those patterns. And I'm going to have to trim them down further once we get into it. But I got, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Shoo. All right. So they are different. Okay. They probably went like this. So petal pink squares, green squares. All right. For our base, petal pink, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to score this at 4.25. And actually, there's nothing buggy about this one. This is straight up quilty. All right. And I know plenty of you have found some quilt card like patterns. Oopsie. Oh. Thanks, Marlene. Now, you guys, if I miss any of your comments and don't, if I don't see it, because, you know, the comments just fly up on my screen, email me or message me or something, like if you need an answer on something and I don't see it. All right, petal pink. Then we've got basic white for the inside, 4 by 5.25. I'm just going to put that in here. All right, now for this layer, Old Olive, and this is also 4 by 5.25. So let me just put that out of the way. So my measurements, I wanted 1 by 4 pieces. So I ended up cutting these. I didn't want exactly 1 inch because the squares were only like 13/16, so not quite an inch. So I ended up, I just cut it at the line of the pattern. So I still think I want it to be 4 though. So let's just cut this 4 and see. Oh, well, actually, no, I should. You know what? I can measure this. So these two are going to be the longer ones. And it's going to go like this. So, and these ones going to be shorter. So let me see. Measuring. Let's go. Actually, you know what? I got to turn it this way so I can see what I'm doing. That threw it off when I cut these strips smaller. But that's just because of the way the pattern, you know, I didn't want a wonky strip. All right, so I'm going to cut the short ones at whatever this is by, let's say 2 7/8. 2 7/8. And then I'll cut this. Actually, you know what? Let's just cut this one first. We're going to do it the hard way. 2 7/8. 2 7/8. And actually, I can just cut both these at the same time. That's the right one. And I'm not worried about, does it land on, does it land on a square? All right. I just want to make sure they're the same. Nope, these ones are the same. Okay, so this is going to go here. And that's going to go like that. All right, let's just put this one down. I thought it would be really cute to use these quilt pattern cards. You could cut, you know what? You could have done like a whole layer because we are going to run this through an embossing folder. Ooh, I better grab the right one. There we go. So the thing about making any kind of quilt card is you lay your papers down and then you emboss this whole thing with whatever folder you want that looks like kind of like quilty. So I'm going to use the eyelet folder. All right, so for this, I'm going to cut that at 4 1/4. All right. So we'll cut this one at 4 1/4. And actually it looked like a smidge longer. And then we'll cut this other one 4 1/4, smidge. Okay. I'm already over all these little strips. All right, and I want this one here. So I'm just piecing these together so they line up. And if I overlap some, so be it. Because I don't want any gaps. Oops. All right. So I didn't quite land that one perfectly, but it'll be fine. All right, and we're putting that. Ooh. Yikes. That one did not land. So I must not have put that one in the right spot. Oh, but you know what we're going to do? I'm going to put something over that. Okay. So this little bit, not happy with that. But I'm going to get over it. Okay. So now I'm going to take this whole thing and emboss it. And that gives it the pattern, like the quilty patterns. Like I said, I'm going to use my eyelet folder. Use anything you have. And I'm going to put it this way. So the pattern here is pushing up, and that's what I want. All right, so, and I did bring my big shot. Ugh. Okay. All right, so this eyelet folder is a 3D folder. So I use this is the blue plate that I've had forever. I mean, Stampin' Up! Had it when they also had their own big shot. Or their brand big shot. Okay, so that's that. So now we get this really pretty pattern. I love it. I'm really not thrilled about that. But you know what could go there is a little piece of ribbon because our greeting is going to be this one. So this is, you could cut a piece of white that would fit this entirely, but really, when I thought my squares were going to be my strips were going to be 1 inch deep, I thought one of these was going to fit perfectly. So we're just going to use this one because it's going to be fine. All right, I am gluing this down though. Scoozy. All right. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Glue, glue, glue. You know, I'm pretty sure I have some petal pink ribbon, but it is not within reach because I can add a little something there to close that gap. But all right, let's do our greeting. So all I wanted for this one was, you know, like birthday wishes or something that's going to fit here. So simply said, oh yeah, birthday wishes. Cute, cute, cute. All right, we're going to do, let's do Old Olive for this one. Just because I do want to tie in with the Old Olive. And I think Petal Pink is going to be like too light. All right. All right, so I just want to put this like right in the middle. Oh, I like it. Now I do feel like that's too like naked here. So how about we bring in a tiny flower. So we could either stamp some really small flowers. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, I was going to punch something out. So seasonal celebrations. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so this line of flowers. Ugh, I really am not happy that I glued these together. All right, let's pull this off. And I can just ink up one flower at a time. So we've got our petal pink, and you just pick this up. Petal pink ink. Petal pink, petal pink. All right, so I'm just gonna go right in the corner and ink up that one flower. Perfect. So just pay attention and be careful. All right, and we'll do 2 because 2 on this side. Groups of 3. Oh, cute. Okay, I like it. That worked out. We are going to pop this up. And where did my dimensionals go? Here we go. See, all my dots are falling down. Ooh. All right. Dimensionals, don't be shy with these. So let's talk quick about next week. I'm going to be doing some things like for like a birthday packaging thing. Like think of the cake mixes that I used at Christmas time. We're going to make some kind of like a birthday pack because I have one of those left. Ooh, cute, cute, cute. I like it. All right, so I'm just going to center this the best I can. Oh, yeah, I really like that. All right, now, gems or dots. I still happen to have some of these rainbow adhesive dots, and they are in the petal pink. I could put something like right. Oh, you know what? We can use pearls too, like for the center of those. Like some regular pearls. So these are the old kind of pearls. Actually, I don't even think we have these anymore. But I'm going to put these right in the center of these flowers. I think now we have antique pearls, which are a little bit flatter. And they're like vanilla colored, so that's just not going to work for this. But these tiny ones are like the perfect size, even though I got way too much glue on there. Ugh, get some of that up. Crikeys. Oh. All right, cute. Okay, that, I like it. And I don't even really notice that. So I'm just going to leave it. I didn't spare the icing. I did not, Rose. You know how I am with the glue. So Rose and I Zoomed a couple weeks ago and I showed her how much glue I've used like since September. It's hilarious. It's a lot. All right. So there's our cards. We've got our quilt card, which I do still like the quilt patterns, but I'm thinking I'll do this with just like one whole sheet of this, like cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4 and then layer it and then again run it through the with an embossing folder. Because these just scream quilts, right? All right, so we've got that one. We've got our pillar card. So cute. We've got our center fold, which I just dropped this and bent it. Ugh. Center faux step card. Yeah, geez. I'm not happy about that I bent it. And then this back fold card that I swear I've done wrong every time. Hilarious. So I like them. And, I didn't even have any of the, like the stamps that go with it. So just the papers. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, Jamie, no Mossy Meadow. Hilarious. That should have, I could have certainly done Mossy Meadow, right? Yeah. Okay. So thanks, you guys, for hanging out. And like I said, oh, I wanted to show you real quick, didn't I? The stuff that I got, like, if you don't want to hang around, this is just going to be real quick. But I just want to give you a sneak peek of the online. These are from the March online exclusives. Okay, let's minimize that. And then I'm hanging up for real. So I got this is Springtime Scenes. I got this bundle because, like I said, I want to have something to work with on swaps. So, and I like Ladybug, and I like this leaf. And I like this greeting, sending lots of sunshine and you brighten my day. And these leaves are good. So all this I like. And then I got the dies because I thought, why not? I like these things. And it cuts out the ladybug. And you can build a ladybug. Just like cut this out of black, cut this out of red, glue them together, make that kind of ladybug. Then they had this ladybug picnic embossing folder, which is separate. So I think this is a bundle, this ladybug folder, and it's a 3D folder. So I don't know if you can see this pattern. Yeah. So see, it's got tiny little flowers and then flying ladybugs all over. Oh, so cute. So I'm going to do stuff with that. And then I got 2 packs of paper. I did not get, oh, there was a couple packs of paper. This one is, let's do this one first. This is like wood textures, wood grain wonders, 12 by 12. So this is like a specialty pack. They always get me with the wood prints because I like them because they're so generic. But look, they're double-sided. It looks like there's a texture to it, really, but it's flat. So I like that. And I like that there's 2 different colors, right? So this is one where it's 12 sheets, but there's 4 patterns, 3 of each. So kind of like a weird configuration, not the 222, but still good. So this one has the same shade of brown. That's crazy. 3, all right. And then this one, all right. Crazy. So then this is the same shade of this, like vanilla or basic beige, but then a lighter brown. And then this pecan with this one. So that's funny that they are the same like that. So let's say this is earth or espresso and pecan. And then this is basic beige and espresso. And then this is crumb cake and beige. And then pecan and beige or crumb cake. So interesting. All right, so that's the wood grain. And then I got this floral pattern, garden poetry. This was from another suite that had like more flowers that, you know how I feel about flowers. Like I like them, but do I need every single flower set that Stampin' Up! Comes out with? No, I don't. All right, but I do like the papers, and I've got an idea for a little tiny little book with this. So these are, I like those colors. Ooh, so these are like watercolory or, whatever on the back. But I like that. Berry Burst and purple. Ooh, Calypso Coral. Ooh, I like that. So this is like water stain paper. Blues and blues. Like that. Yeah, Rose, that's what I'm digging the B-sides too. Green. I like that. Yellows and orange. Ooh, I like that. And then green to blue. And ooh, yeah, I really like that. So I like these colors. And just with the floral, I thought I can do anything with that really. But my plan is to make like a tiny little album. So that is my sneak peek. Yeah, Peggy, I love the I do love the B-sides. What are we blaming on the post office? Because I know I haven't got mail all week. I don't know if you missed that part, Jamie, but yeah, our mailboxes, the whole neighborhood, we've been, with the snow and ice, nobody's mailboxes are cleared out. Yeah, so you can have 6 sheets of the same color. Yeah. Yep. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out. Hearts, likes, shares, always appreciated. And yeah, next week tune in. We're gonna do some birthday, like a little birthday packaging kind of thing. Probably 2 different versions of it. So like something, a quick little thing you could put together for somebody's birthday. Okay. All right. Have a great weekend. We're not going to get any snow melting because it's not supposed to get above freezing till late next week. So everybody just be safe. And yeah, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.